In any organization, there's going to be disagreement. Today I want to talk about one way in which you can make that disagreement, or understand that disagreement, in the way that's most helpful to you, most helpful to the organization. And so, what I want to do is introduce an element of something called positive intent, or more precisely, assuming positive intent. And here's the idea behind it, is that when someone disagrees with you, you can categorize their behavior, you can explain their behavior in one of three ways at least, one of three dominant ways. On one side, you can explain their behavior as they're evil. And I don't mean this lightly. If you disagree with someone, history is rife with examples of people explaining away differences in opinion as the result of those other people, those people who think differently than you, that they are in some ways evil. This obviously prevents any reconciliation, prevents any effort at progress forward, prevents the solution, or prevents both sides from seeking a solution. So on one end of the continuum, we see the differences in the behavior of others and we describe them as evil. That is ineffective. In the middle of a continuum, we see an explanation that's much more common in organizations, which is something along the lines of stupid or foolish. This person did this for stupid reasons or foolish reasons, or this person is an idiot, is how it might be phrased. This, once again, just like explaining someone's behavior as if they were evil, is not conducive to helping them agree with you or helping you and them to get along and to move forward on this particular issue. Explaining someone's actions because they're stupid creates absolutely no path away from that conflict. It's a way of setting that conflict in stone, and a way of increasing or at least maintaining the amount of emotional energy that you have to expend on that conflict. It just doesn't work to explain people's behaviors as the result of stupid or result of foolish. The last way to kind of consider these things, and one possible way to explain away the behavior of others, or to at least explain the behavior to the point where you can engage it, is to assume that the other person is mistaken. Now think for a moment about what that means. If a person is mistaken, then you help to correct them. You've been mistaken. You've seen people that you love and you care about mistaken. Mistaken doesn't cause the same degree of embarrassment, the degree of shame, the degree of stubbornness that either someone seeing you as evil or someone seeing you as stupid does. And so the idea is that when you see behavior that irritates you, and you will see behavior that irritates you, avoid those two areas on the continuum. Avoid evil. That's easy. In most situations in a workplace context, we don't think of the other person as evil. Avoid also stupid or foolish. Avoid anything that makes a character assessment of the person, an assessment of the person as a whole. And focus instead on whether or not the person was mistaken, or in what ways the person was mistaken. I think what you'll find is that it makes it easier to have a dialogue, it makes it easier for the person to engage in that dialogue, and you'll have better luck, you'll have more progress in getting that person to either change their behavior or to at least engage in a discussion with you about that behavior. So this has been 120 seconds of coaching, and the topic is assuming positive intent.